wonder if he's got a funny one.
So, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
It's about 30 years since I left Glasgow, so there's lots of names that I recognise here, but very few faces, I'm afraid. So I do apologise in advance. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm John, and I'm Anne's eldest son. Hi, John. And for one day only, I get to be the father of the blushing bride. I'd like to begin by extending a huge thank you to everyone who has travelled here today to celebrate the marriage of Anne and the blushing bride. Anne the blushing bride. And Benny for the bride. See, now, I wasn't told I was going on first. I've already had 2 drinks, you see. Anyway.
That's why I can't drink.
I'd also like to add an extra special welcome to Benny's family, some of whom have travelled here even further than the 3,500 miles it took me to get here today.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you very much for the effort, everybody. I was actually in Glasgow when Benny first came over to meet Mum last year. In fact, it was all she was talking about for days beforehand. I could tell she was excited about things, but at the same time quite nervous, because obviously they hadn't seen each other for quite a long time. 58 years? How's that?
Has it changed?
I could tell that she was excited about meeting him because she wouldn't stop talking about him. I'm pleased to say that he was an absolute gentleman while he was here, and Mum and he had a great time while they were together, and I have to say she hadn't stopped talking about him since. Mum is of a certain generation where most things technical pass her by. So the internet, email, social networking, you know, they really don't mean anything to her whatsoever. So when she got a laptop a few years ago, I had high hopes that finally she would get to grips with the electronic age. And there was great excitement the day I showed her how to use Google. And you put the word Crawley in there and do a search, and suddenly this plethora of information popped up in front of her. So when I heard she was getting Skype installed, so she could video conference with Benny when he was back home, I knew something quite special was developing. Although at that stage I don't think any of us had any idea just quite how special it would turn out to be. Although I understand there was a few technical glitches with Skype along the way, I'm sure they did very well. When 2 people commit to each other and live together, it's a big step to take, as I'm sure you'll all agree. When 2 people the age of Mum and Benny decide to commit to each other, get married, and then one of them announces that they're moving 4,000 miles away to start a new life, well, you know, that's more than a big step. It's a life-changing decision, and the sort of thing you only hear about on chat shows. And I did hear earlier today that they had to turn away the press at the house, who turned up wanting to do a story feature, by the way. And it wasn't me who called them.
No, I think that was a lie. Mum said.
Mum, you leave behind a loving family and lifelong friends. But I know that you won't be far, and that we won't be far from your thoughts. I'd just like to say on behalf of the whole family how excited and happy we all are for both of you. And we wish you all the very best for your future life together. I would like to finish off by saying thank you to Maureen for helping to bring all this stuff together. And thank you to Benny's family for assisting with the mountain of paperwork that suddenly appeared out of nowhere, and I think gave both of them quite a fright. But thank you for sorting all that out. And finally, I'd like to say, lift your glasses please, ladies and gentlemen, and a toast to the bride and groom. Well done. Thank you very much.
Time for John, the best man.
Hello everybody. As John would say, if you don't know who I am, I'm John. I'm John from the United States, Benny's son. The United States, if I was to talk that long, I'd be trying to sell you something. That's what I do. My cousin John usually do this for me as we're look similar. Talk more than I do. My dad was similar, very happy. You know, I remember him telling me he wanted to get married. It was, I really didn't hear it. Get married. But you know, as John said, you know, he spoke once he met Ann, he kept speaking about her all the time. You know, he was sitting on the couch, not a happy guy, and he was a happy guy again. It was very good to see him go play golf again. To, you know, doing things he was doing before. So, you know, when I was finally met Ann, to see them together was even you know, pleasure, because I could see them both, you know, they both felt the same. You know, and the happiness was just tremendous. It really was. And, she's going to have a nice life in the United States, Cape Cod. She does have another family. You know, comes from a family of 5. I have 4 sisters, myself. 17 nieces and nephews. Get ready, because they all go to the Cape. But they all love you now, and they'll love you more when they're around you more. Thank you for being an honor. Thank you very much. Thank you for the hospitality showed in Scotland. Thank you to the Welsh family for inviting my father into your lives. Raise the glass for it. To a long and happy marriage. Healthy.